Hey guys, welcome to day 30. So what we've got going on right now is we are actually just filling up on gas right now to, what's that, I have to sneeze. Whew. Okay, sorry. So what we're doing right now is we're just filling up on gas. We're doing an after hours drop off for a customer. So they're gonna be taking the Yukon, which is right behind me. And yeah, so that's what we've got going on right now. Gonna get an Uber back to the shop, pick up my car, and head back to, one second. Excuse me. And then we're gonna, sorry. And then we're gonna head back to, where are we heading back to? Oh, we're gonna head back to Fort Collins. Then I'm gonna give Mom a call and discuss what all is gonna happen, because I'm gonna be going back to Michigan Friday afternoon, catching a red eye in order to kind of attend Grandma's funeral and to see the kids. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with the happenings right now. But oh yeah, it's gonna be super interesting as well, because I'm going to be taking, I'm not flying like my normal Southwest. I'm gonna be doing Spirit on the way there and then Frontier on the way back. And I've heard horror stories about both of those. So we will take you on that journey of seeing what in the world they're like. So I will talk to you guys on my drive home. I'll see ya. Okay guys, so big revolution just kind of happened. So what's going on is on my Uber ride back from dropping off the Yukon, I met this really cool lady. I think her name was Luz, L-U-Z, Luz, maybe that's how you pronounce it. And like, she really put a lot of things into perspective for me. So I kind of got into like a conversation with her about kind of like, so it's like, hey, so like, why are you like, what got you into being an Uber driver? Like, what prompted that? And she told me that her husband had gotten laid off. And I'm like, oh wow. And like one of like the biggest things that kind of hit me was that like, this lady is just like, her husband is laid off and like he's out doing the Uber thing too. So it's not just like her husband's out there like forcing her to work while he's just chilling at home. But it's, this lady is just so ride or die that like her husband's income went down. So she's stepping up to the plate as well to kind of start to support the family and support the household. And like, that's just such, that's a Proverbs 31 woman right there, where it's just like, just so ride or die, where it's just like, all right, you're not making the amount of money that you used to make. That's okay. Let me come up alongside you and help you to meet our financial goals. And I remember watching War Room, and like in the one scene where the husband comes home and tells his wife that like he lost his job because he was doing some shady stuff, and she's like okay, she like no anger, no anything, it's just like, okay, like I'll take more jobs, like I'll take more houses, because she was a real estate agent, and she's like, okay, like I'll get more houses to sell, like I'll do all these other different things. And I'm just like, what? Like, this, just such ride or die people, where it's just like, yeah, like, hey, we hit hard times, like you didn't hit hard times, we as a collective unit hit hard times, so what are we going to do about it? And just like that mentality just made me realize that it's just like, a woman like that is just very hard to come by. And like, that's something that I want. That was just like such like an eye-opening experience. But that really wasn't the main thing that kind of that I kind of learned from like that experience with her. The main thing that I was able to take away was just like, being an adult means delaying pleasure. And for me, pleasure would be owning a ZHP. And right now, I don't have the funds to buy a ZHP outright. I'd have to dip into my emergency fund. And while like talking with Paige and everything, like that's not, like, it's acceptable, to dip into it because I've got a really beefy emergency fund, but it's like I don't want to touch that. Like I worked my butt off to get that emergency fund, so I have made the decision to not get a ZHP. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to delay pleasure, and I'm going to reallocate those funds into, like, one, refilling my emergency fund up because I pulled out, I think it's like $450 something for my flights back to Michigan. So I'm gonna refill that back up, as well as talking with my financial advisor. He said it was wise to just have $1,000 buffer in your account as your kind of like your baby emergency fund. That way you don't have to touch the big guy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take probably like $1,500 of the funds that I was going to, because I had $3,100 to use for that I've got from my insurance from baby girl. So I'm gonna take around $1,500 of that and reallocate that to emergency fund, to just like getting myself back to where I need to be financially. Then I'm going to use a little bit of those funds, probably like maybe, I'm gonna say like maybe another 1,000 to just get baby girl back up to where I want her to be, as far as replacing the suspension, having the oil issue looked at, and then what else? Just like kind of like small, like little baby maintenance pieces. So I'm keeping baby girl. Yeah, I feel like that's the right thing to do. That's the financially responsible thing to do. And just like hearing those couples where it's just like they sucked it up, like they were adults, that made me want to do the adult decision. That made me put aside like my childish desires of just like wanting a new car and wanting an even faster, better BMW, and kind of sticking with baby girl for a while. So honestly, like, depending on like what my next job is, my next car will most likely, I'm probably just gonna keep baby girl and ride her for a couple more years until my next job comes and I'm able to have the $80,000 income that I want. And then honestly, it's probably gonna be an F80 M3. It's gonna be an Austin yellow F80 M3. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of show that kind of growth and that decision-making process with you, as to kind of like my reasoning behind it. Because my main reasoning for wanting the ZHP was just like this, I want it. Like, I worked my butt off to get out of debt, and like it's something that I want. And I feel like if I was still at JBS and I was able to save up like $4 grand, no issue, then yes, like it would have been okay for me to get. But right now, with me making 38, like it's not financially responsible, especially since like I'm not sure when my next career decision, where my next career move is gonna come. So it could be next week, it could be at the end of the year, and I'm going to need pretty much as much money as I can get to kind of be able to, how can I put this? To be able to help me get to like where I need to be as far as my next career decision's gonna be concerned. So guys, yeah, so that's kind of where I've been at for a little bit. And please tell me I didn't have my hand on the speaker. I think I may have had my hand on the speaker. Oh man. Oh well. We'll kind of see how this vlog turns out. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to thank you so much for sticking with me through the 30-day vlogs. This is day 30. Go ahead and check out day 29. The link's gonna be in my pants. And yeah, I feel like I've grown a lot through this decision-making process. Like, I still really want a ZHP, but I feel that me skipping it is going to better my life more. Me not having the ZHP is gonna have my life is gonna be better with me not having the vehicle than me with it. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of say thanks, and I think we are going to continue with the daily vlogs, and we'll just see how long it goes. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, which is going to be day 31, and yeah, I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching.